गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. And we were seeing last week the Omkar Upasana, the A Matra, U Matra and the Ma Matra, and there it was told that the A Matra through the Rig mantras means Yajur, not Rigved mantras, brings you back to the Manushya Lok or takes you to the Manushya Lok. The A and U Matra takes you with the Yajush mantra, means Yajurveda mantras, takes you to the Soma Lok or the Chandra Lok. And the third, which is the A, U and Ma, when put together, when these three are put together, it takes you to the Brahma Lok through the and the one who takes you there is the Sama mantra and Brahma Lok or Hiranyagarbha. And what do you mean by when A, U and Ma are chanted together? That means they are in Sanyama, meaning you are not disturbed by any one of them, and that part will be explained in the next one or two verses. And this way we saw that when one chants the three matras together and reaches the Brahma Lok, Satya Lok, or slash Satya Lok slash Hiranyagarbha, that Hiranyagarbha is that space, or is that place from where all the jivas exist together in an undifferentiated form. And this seeker who has done this upasana of three matras, he goes further to attain final emancipation and never to come back. Such a person is said to discover himself in everything, everywhere, and at any time or all the time. And in this way, we concluded last session, and now we come to the sixth mantra. And the sixth mantra says, the Omkars, three matras, A, U and Ma, what is their speciality? So here it says, repeat, Tisro matra mrityumatya prayukta. Tisro matra mrityumatya prayukta. Anyonya sakta anaviprayukta. Anyonya sakta anaviprayukta. क्रियासु बाह्याभ्यन्तरमध्यमासु क्रियासु बाह्याभ्यन्तरमध्यमासु सम्यक् प्रयुक्तासु न कम्पतेज्ञः सम्यक् प्रयुक्तासु न कम्पतेज्ञः. Together, तिस्रो मात्रा मृत्युमत्यः प्रयुक्ताः अन्योन्यसक्ता अनविप्रयुक्ताः क्रियासु बाह्याभ्यन्तरमध्यमासु सम्यक् प्रयुक्तासु न कम्पतेऽग्न्यः. When these three matras of Omkar are taken separate, U and Ma, when they are taken separate, then one reaches death and there is a rebirth for such a person. So we already saw from A matra you come to the Manushya Lok, from the U matra you go to Chandra Lok or the Soma Lok, and you come back, and in the Ma matra you go to Hiranyagarbha or the Brahma Lok, and you come back eventually. That is at a totality level. Then, so these matras, when they are used in the dhyana, and when they are used individually, then they are called prayuktaha, and when they are chanted together, here it is. Meaning, what does it mean that there is difference there? So when we merge a matra to u matra, or a matra into u matra, the object and the knowledge, the object and the knowledge both are in the form of thoughts, and there is no difference between name and form. Both are at the mind level alone. Now the question 5 is in this sixth verse. This question 5 which was asked, this is going to be summarized in the 6th and the 7th verse, and it is told that the three matras here, what else does it say? So kriyasu bahyabhyantara madhyamasu samyak prayuktasu na kampategnyaha. So bahya means jagrat avastha, abhyantara means sushupti avastha, and madhyamasu means swapna avastha, means waking, deep sleep, and dream. These are activities that are going on. When these three are done, when these three matras are done together, and that doing them together is called sanyama. And when these three are done together, then such a person is not disturbed on the seat of meditation. What is that disturbance? Here it says, samyak prayuktasu. Samyak means in sanyama, yuktasu, prayuktasu, na kampategnyaha. Na kampa means trembling. Trembling can be body level, speech level, thought level, sleep level. Well, thought level means waking, dream, or deep sleep. Sometimes you are totally aware, sometimes you are in an imaginary zone, sometimes you don't know where you are. So all these three states coming in and out, all this kampan, all this trembling of the mind stops once and for all. And thus a person is not disturbed. Now we'll read the bhashya, we'll take it from there. तिस्र स्त्री संख्या का अकारोकारम अकाराख्या ओंकारस्य मात्रा मृत्युमत्यो मृत्युर्यासाम विद्यते ता मृत्युमत्यो मृत्युगोचरा दनातिक्रांता मृत्युगोचरा एवेति अर्थः. So here it says, in the Onkar, the Akar, the Ukar, and the Makar, that means A, U, and Ma, these are the three matras. These three matras, they lead you to, here it says what? Matra mrityu matyo mrityu yasam. So they take you to death. Meaning when you chant these three individually, you cannot escape death. That is what it means. It does not mean they take you to death. They are incomplete independently. Therefore, death is inevitable. They, so, meaning what? Such people, they are subjected to death, and therefore they are not outside the purview of death. And in this way, and therefore it was told that mrityu gocharadan atikranta mrityu gochara eveti artaha. That means such people, they are still object oriented, whether it is a or u or ma. They have not yet become independent of objectivity, and therefore they are subjected to mrityu. ता आत्मनः ध्यान क्रियासु प्रयुक्ताः, कितना बड़ा है हाँ, प्रयुक्ताः किं चान्योन्यसक्ता इतरेतर संबद्धाः अनविप्रयुक्ता विशेषेणै कैक विषय एव प्रयुक्ता विप्रयुक्ताः न तथा विप्रयुक्ता अविप्रयुक्ता नाविप्रयुक्ता अनविप्रयुक्तः. Or prayukta prayukta prayukta, you will get all confused. So what is told? It is told that when a person is sitting in meditation, at that time, instead these u and ma, they become available on the seat of meditation. And what that means is, see, we'll just look at it a bit more in detail, and then I will explain to you, and then I'll go and explain to you further. And what it says is that this anaviprayukta is explained when matra is associated with one plane. It's called prayukta. And when it is not associated with one plane, which is either waking plane or dream plane or deep sleep plane, in other words, either with akar or ukar or makar, then when not, then it is called as aviprayukta. And when it is, meaning when it is only one you are taking, it is called prayukta. When two are associated with each other, then it is called as aviprayukta. And when the three are associated with each other, then it is called anaviprayukta. And here we have to see what it means. What does it mean to meditate on a matra, u matra, and ma matra? A matra, meditation will be when we don't react while living, and don't collect impressions of likes and dislikes. That is raga dvesh. See, and this is what last week we told you, that it is like the yama niyama, especially yama. Do not disturb the world, don't get disturbed by the world. So what is meditation? Meditation at a matra, which represents Jagrat Avastha, waking state, is developing a poise in life, where you live a undisturbed poise in and through your daily life of whatever disciplined or whatever sadhana you're doing. And this is with reference to the a matra. Now, when we come to the a and u matras, and they are meditated upon together, that is au, wolf, and when we do that, U, which is at the Madhyama, which is at the dream state level or the Madhyama level, first was Vaikhari, second is Madhyama. U is at Madhyama level. When it is the person, the meditator, his mind becomes introverted and is able to put attention on the quality of the mind. Before, where was his attention? It was on the disturbance of the world. Am I disturbing the world? Is the world disturbing me? Now, where is his attention? On the quality of the mind. The world is no longer an issue in such a person's mind. Why? Because he has already gained the poise in the waking state. And that poise means that nothing in the waking state is disturbing, so he is able to dive deeper into himself. That is the Umatra, which is the mind. And there he starts working and he starts chanting A and U together. And as a result, his quality of mind keeps getting refined and further. And his and before he was concerned about his duty outside, now he is concerned about the duty within, that I must purify my mind. And that is why it's said that a calm mind, a tranquil mind, a peaceful mind is the Soma Loka, Chandra Loka. That is, the mind is the Surya Lok, or the abode of the sun. It is hot, whereas the Chandra Lok, it is cool, it is nourishing, it is and all beautiful things happen when the full moon comes up. And our full moon will be like our mind, completely devoid of all disturbances and impressions, and fully reflecting the reflected the consciousness within. And even if it has not reached that state, but it becomes calm naturally and tranquil. And such a person uh, uh, develops meditational poise in life. So first it was with the reference to the outside world. Now the poise in life is with reference to the mind, not just the world. And when a person, this is very important, if you are doing any matra, whether you do Om or Ram or Krishna, but here the example, or the Upanishads don't talk about Ram, Krishna, anyone. They only talk about the supreme reality. And that supreme reality is known through Om. That's their foundation. Now, when we meditate on the three matras, what is that? A, U, and Ma. What does it mean? See how systematically it is progressing. So, what does it mean to chant Om all together? Here we recognize that that all expressions in our life, at thought, word, and deed, they have become effortless expressions. Why they have become effortless expressions? Because we have already conquered or disidentified or grown out of gross body. How we have gone beyond the gross body? Because we have parked it on the seat of meditation, and it is not disturbing anymore. Because your attention is not on the body, your attention is on the mind. And the subtle body has also become calm because it has withdrawn itself. And then and all this is happening without effort, effortlessly. Then what did we do? We just chanted Om, that's all. That is the power of Om, if we chant it. And in this way, and all this chanting of the mantras, parking the body on the seat of meditation, and making and it becoming still, and the mind withdrawing effortlessly from everything in all the imaginations. All this happens without any effort. And when it is happening without any effort, then you know that you are meditating on the three matras. Whether you are walking, whether you are sitting, whether you are seat of meditation, you find yourself effortlessly going through, and you understand that that only when our outer life is decent, is harmonious, then only inner poise is or the inner mind is beautiful. And this is explained in the this is how we must understand the words anaviprayukta. And in this way, when we do all this, what do we gain by this? Here it is told, na tatha where are we? ah किं तर्हि विशेषणैक स्मिन् ध्यान काले तिसृषु क्रियासु बाह्याभ्यंतर मध्यमासु जाग्रत स्वप्न सुषुप्त स्थान पुरुष अभिध्यान लक्षणासु योग क्रियासु सम्यक प्रयुक्तासु सम्यक ध्यान काले प्रयोजितासु न कंपते न चलति ज्ञः योगी यथोक्त विभागज्ञ ओंकारस्य इति अर्थः। न तस्यै न तस्य एवं विदः नो नो वहाँ विदः चलनम उपपद्यते. So here he says that what is gained by doing this, by the above practice? It is said, he who has practiced sadhana in all the three planes of consciousness, only then you can gain the spiritual eminence, the spiritual abidance. So our sadhana has to be decent and pure in all the three planes. And pure does not mean, what is, you read yama niyama, that is what it means as decent and pure. Ahimsa, sat, ahimsa, asteya, satya, shaucha, etc., etc., all these 10 qualities of yama niyama help us to come about this purity and poise that is being talked about. Where in the Jagrata Avastha, in the Swapna Avastha, and in the Nidra or the, what is that thing? Nidra Avastha. Then such a person who has practiced these three in this manner, and he is pure and integrated, such a person has a firm resolution, and such a person is not disturbed, conquered, distracted by tragedies of life, and able to maintain a poise in life. And this is these two mantras, that six, right now we are on the sixth, seventh also we will see. This is the sadhana, the spiritual sadhana for life. Keep chanting Om. Om. It does not stop you from chanting that mantra anywhere. While bathing, while walking, while going to toilet, while eating, keep chanting Om. once a sufficient momentum, when a sufficient the vibration or the effect of Om has taken place, the withdrawal will start naturally. You don't have to worry about the withdrawal. It will happen. This is only many people in Melbourne are chanting Om. Some of them are chanting Om continuously, they chant, but their attention, is on business. So the business flourishes. Some others are chanting on purifying their mind. So that is happening. But they stop short when the ma matra comes. Instead of being subjective, they become afraid of uh, the the void. So that becomes an impediment there. For that, satsang is required, or very absolute clarity with regards to what is your goal. Is your goal only to chant? Then you will keep running around. Your goal should be very clear, that you want to be established in Atma Tattva, Atma Swarup, Brahman, whichever way you put it, Paramatma. So, when do we, how do we, not when, how do we take the three matras? How will we see an effortless chanting of a, u, and ma together? It will happen when our attention in our sadhana is on the three planes as one. So when we are having a complete picture of Jagrat Swapno Sushupti, that is waking, dream, and deep sleep, that is a, u, and ma, not just at the lip level, but in your mind also, waking, dream, and deep sleep are represented by these three matras, and I am watching these three coming and go, and I am chanting these three, and then dive into it. Then the three, then we are doing the Omkar Upasana. Otherwise, when we have the complete picture of the three matras, the three avasthas, and the Vaikhari Madhyama Pashyanti, all these three are parallel to each other. Also at the totality, here we are not into the totality anyway. So waking person is Jagrat Avastha, dream person is Swapna Avastha, deep sleeper is the Sushupti Avastha, and I'm repeating it again, but not just to give a clear picture in front of your eyes, that by the Rig Ved mantras, that is the Akar, we attain Manushya Loka. By the Yajush mantra, that is the Omkar, we attain to the Chandra or the Soma Loka. And by the Samaved mantras, or the I repeat, by the Yajush mantra, that is A and U together, A and Om, A and Ukar together, Akar and Ukar together. And by the Samaved mantras, that is Akar plus Ukar plus Makar, one attains to the Chandra, Brahma Lok. And thus by doing these three matra upasanas, the seeker is able to conquer relativity. And remember, in the beginning of this chapter, in this question, we talked about Parabrahma and Aparabrahma. So till now what we have talked about is Aparabrahma. Relativity is Aparabrahma. And the same Omkar is utilized for Parabrahma, which is Shantam, which means it is silent. Vimuktam, it is ever free. Let's read. Yasmat जाग्रत स्वप्न सुषुप्त पुरुषाः सह स्थानैर मात्रात्रय रूपेण ओंकारात्मस रूपेण दृष्टाः स हि एवं विद्वान् सर्वात्मभूत ओंकारमयः कुतो वा चलेत् कस्मिन् वा. So, the same, as we said, the same Omkar is used for the Parabrahma Upasana, for gaining the Parabrahma. And what does it mean? That there is no limitations of the relativity. And what is relativity? The three planes of existence: waking, dream, and deep sleep. So then what is the disposition there? That there is no old age or death. And in the Parabrahma Paramatma, there is fearless existence. Because where there is no birth or no death, there is fearless existence. And and that will be that Parabrahma Sthiti is the highest state that one can attain. Meaning, when our life is not for getting any siddhi, along the way many siddhis come. Along the way, many, as you move from akar to ukar and add akar plus ukar, then you add akar, ukar, and bakar. As your mind quietens down, as your mind becomes purified, as your mind becomes refined, as all the disturbances from your mind cease to disturb you anymore, or they are dissolved, siddhis start appearing, because your mind is expanding. And as long as one is not getting distracted, enchanted by these siddhis or anything from the material world or the subtle world. You don't want to go to this lok or that lok. You don't want to get anything from the physical world. Let me get another house, let me get another car, let me go to Somlok, Brahmalok, Vishnulok, Saket. See? So, this person who is doing Parabrahma Upasana with Omkar, he is not interested in the waking world, he is not interested in the dream world, and he is fearless when while remaining awake in the deep sleep, meaning he is in Samadhi, and therefore he is not distracted by any siddhis in the waking world, any siddhis in the dream world. And therefore, such a person, when he is not interested in anything other than Parabrahma Paramatma, the person has such a person is not under the clutches of the avidya. Thus, the seeker gains the supreme. See? So this is the gist of the whole thing. Let's read the Sarvartha Sangrahartho Dvitiyo Mantraha. So here, let's read. So here it says the second mantra, the Omkar. I have given you in one go, I have given you the whole gist. Now you will look at the ukar and the makar, I think. ऋग्भिरेतं यजुभिरन्तरिक्षम् ऋग्भिरेतं यजुर्भिरन्तरिक्षम् सामभिर्यत्तत्कवयो वेदयन्ते सामभिर्यत्तत्कवयो वेदयन्ते तमोङ्कारै तमोङ्कारेणैवायतनेनान्वेति विद्वान् तमोङ्कारेणैवायतनेनान्वेति विद्वान् यत्तच्छान्तमजरम् अमृतम् अभयं परं चेति यत्तच्छान्तमजरम् अमृतम् अभयं परं चेति. I've already talked to you about this. It was automatic follow-up, and that is, here it is told what? Sadhak through the Rigved and through the Yajurved and through the Samved attains to the various lokas, which I told you through the chart before, and such people are called as Vignajan, those who know. And apart from that, when the support of Omkar is taken, the wise men, by taking the support of Omkar itself, and what is that lok? Which is beyond the relativity, that is the Parabrahma Paramatma. And what is the nature of Parabrahma Paramatma? Here the last line says, Yat Tat Shantam. Shantam, silence, peace, tranquility. Ajaram, that which does not get old. And then Amara, immortality. Abhaya, fearlessness. And therefore, such a wise person is the best among all. And we'll just quickly look at the Bhashya, even though we have seen the overview of it. Rugbhiretam lokam manushyopa by the Rigved, the human birth or the plane of human existence, Yajurбhirantарикшам somadhishtitam. By the Yajurved, we gain the Somalok, Sam abhiryatad brahmalokamiti trutiyam. And by the Samaved, we come to the Brahmalok. Kavayo medhavino vidyavanta eva na vidvanso vedayante. And the intelligent people, those who are the poets, those who are realized, those who are wise, such pandits, only they know this. And those who are not wise, they cannot ever come to know this. Tam trividham lokam omkarena sadhanena aparabrahma lakshana manveti anu gacchati vidwan. So basically, what I have already told you, that tam trividham lokam omkarena. So by the chanting of the three mantras, o and ma, lokam, and the three lokas that are delivered by the three mantras, omkarena sadhanena, by doing the omkar sadhana, and the three lokas are gained. Our three lokas are gained. Now the Parabrahma one. So here it was what? Sadhanena aparabrahma lakshanam anveti anugacchati vidwan. Such a wise person goes to aparabrahma. That means he goes to the conquers the relativity while remaining in the relativity. He has not gone beyond relativity. because he has not gone beyond the three states, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. All that has happened is he is remaining undisturbed. If he does the three from the, what is that, Manushya-lok or the Chandralok or the Brahmalok. And what was the speciality of the Brahmalok? That when he comes to the Brahmalok, he feels oneness with all the beings and things, and that is the speciality of the Brahmalok. And another point that we made was that Brahmalok is where all the jivas are living, are staying together in the undifferentiated state. That is the speciality there. Tena eva omkarena yat tatparam brahmaksharam satyam पुरुषाख्यम शांतम विमुक्तम जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्त्यादि विशेष सर्व प्रपंच विवर्जित मत एव अजरम जरावर्जितम अमृतम मृत्युवर्जितम मत एव यस्मान् जरा विक्रियारहितम अतः अभयम यस्मादेव अभयम तस्मात् परम निरतिशयम तदपि ओंकारेण आयतनेन गमन साधनेन अन्वेति इति अर्थः. How beautiful it sounds when you read the Sanskrit. And what does it say? That the same onkar can also, when it is support is taken, it can take you to the Parabrahma. And what is that Parabrahma? It is Akshara. Yat Param Brahma, Brahma Aksharam. So what is Akshara? That which is irreducible. Satya, which is the truth. And it is the Supreme Person, Parabrahma. And such a person attains to the Parabrahma. And what is that? What is the disposition of that Parabrahma? It is Shantam, Vimuktam, and it is tranquil. And what does it mean? That is Shantam, Vimuktam. Vimuktam means that which is ever free. What do you mean by ever free and silent and tranquil? Tranquility only will happen when you are free. And you are free from what? Here it says, when you are free from the oscillation of waking, dream and deep sleep. So now there is no differentiation of waking, dream and deep sleep. Because you have transcended the relativity. You have come to be established in yourself. You don't experience the waking, dream and deep sleep. Therefore, there is no madhyama, vaikhari madhyama pashyanti. There is no akar, ukar or makar. Everything has come to a standstill. Not an inert standstill. It is conscious silence. And such a person has become a Vishesha Sarva Prapancha Vivarjita Mata. And therefore, he has prapancha, means that coming and going, giving and taking, liking and disliking, joys and sorrows, marriages and divorce. This is prapancha. The prapancha is this play of the five elements that is going on continuously. And those five elements, we say, this is my mother, this is my father, this is my wife, this is my child. All this is prapancha. Tera mera is prapancha. Me and mine is prapancha. Prapancha meaning unnecessarily getting involved in the relativity. Such a person has become completely free, and therefore such a person has become ajaram. Ajaram meaning he has become free from old age and death. Therefore ajaram jaravarjitam amrutam, and therefore he is immortal, meaning he is free from death. See how beautiful Shankaracharya says, how systematically the words are telling. Vishesha sarva prapancha vivarjita mata eva means you are free from the prapancha coming and going and all the world of five senses, gross or subtle. And evam ajaram, and he is free from old age and death. And what does old age ajaram mean? It means jara varjitam. Jara varjitam, old age and free from old age and death, and therefore such a person is immortal. And what does immortal mean? Mrityu varjitam mata. He is free from death. Eva yasman jara vikriya rahitam ataha abhayam. And then it says, and because he is free from old age and death, the modifications of old age and death, therefore he is fearless. Our fear for ourselves comes because of old age and death. That is the modification. And then it says, where are we? Yasmadeva abhayam tasmat param niratishayam. And because he is fearless, therefore he is beyond everything. He is not subservient to anything. Meaning, tadapi omkarena ayatanena gamana sadhanena anveti iti arthaha. And what does that mean? It means that same onkar, that such a person who is free had also taken the support of the onkar and was able to transcend the three planes, was able to transcend the prapancha, was able to transcend the u and ma, and as a result become immortal or fearless. Both words sound different, but actually the meaning is same. And iti shabdaha vakya parisamapta iti arthaha. The word iti at the end of the verse, where is it? Yat shantam ajaram amritam abhayam param cha iti. That cheti, when you break it up, cha iti shows that this question is now concluded, and the fifth question thus concludes. And with this, in this manner, iti Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Srimad Govinda Bhagavat Pujyapada Shishya Srimad Shankara Bhagavataha Krutau Prashnopanishad Bhashye Panchamaha Prashnaha. And with this, we conclude the fifth question, and whose bhashya has been written by on the fifth question of the Prashnopanishad has been written by Srimad Shankara Bhagavataha, Sri Bhagavad Pad Sri Shankar, Adi Shankaracharya. And who is he? He is the disciple, Shishya of Pujyapad Govinda Bhagavat. His teacher was Govindapad. And who is this Govindapad? He is his Acharya, and also he is a Paramhamsa Parivrajakacarya. Parivrajakacarya who did not stay in one place. Our Shankaracharya ji also is Parivrajaka. And Paramhamsa means he who is able to discriminate between the constant and the changing. And in this manner we conclude the fifth question. Now we enter into the Shashtaha Prashnaha. So, sixth question. This is the last question. And the question here, the student is Sukesha, and he is asking, Sukesha Bharadwaja, and he is asking the question, who is that person with the 16 colors, 16 modifications. We'll see what that is. Just like moon has the 16 colors, first day, second day, third day, 15th day, 15th day is the full moon, 16 days the and again, so total and no moon, so total 17. Full moon and no moon together is 17. So in this way, who is that person with the 16 colors? Atha, we are starting the sixth question now. There is a bhashya before we enter into the, oh, it is, you can repeat after me. अथ हैनं सुकेशा भारद्वाजः पप्रच्छ अथ हैनं सुकेशा भारद्वाजः पप्रच्छ भगवन् हिरण्यनाभ कौसल्यो राजपुत्रो माम् उपैत्यैतं प्रश्नमपृच्छत षोडशकलं भारद्वाजपुरुषं वेत्थतमहं कुमारमब्रवम् नाहम् इमं वेद यद्यहम् इमम् अवेदिशम् कथं ते नावक्ष्यमिति समूलो वा एष परिशुष्यति यो अनृतम् अभिवदति तस्मान्नार्हाम्यनृतं वक्तुं स तूष्णीं रथमारुह्य प्रवव्राज तं त्वा पृच्छामि क्वासौ पुरुष इति. It's almost, there's no verse there, it's all in prose. Together, अतहैनं सुकेशा भारद्वाजः पप्रच्छ भगवन् हिरण्यनाभ कौसल्यो राजपुत्रो मामुपैत्यैतं प्रश्नमपृच्छत षोडशकलं भारद्वाजपुरुषं वेत्ततमहं कुमारमब्रवम् नाहमिमं वेद यद्यहम् इमम् अवेदिशं कथं ते नावक्ष्यमिति समूलो वा एष परिशुष्यति यो अनृतमभिवदति तस्मान्नार्हाम्यनृतं वक्तुं स तूष्णीं रथमारुह्य प्रवव्राज तं त्वा पृच्छामि क्वासौ पुरुष इति. Wherever there is no full stop in between, you are supposed to chant the whole mantra without a break. That is the practice. So what is it? Thereafter, the student of the Pippala, the Acharya, he was asked a question by the child of Bharadwaj, and his name was Sukesha. And what did he say? "O Bhagwan, O Lord, O Great One, O Bhagwan, and what he says, one moment, let me check. So in this particular thing, Hey Bhagwan, in the land of Kosala kingdom, there was a prince by the name of Hiranyanab, and he came to me and he asked me a question. Bharadwaja, son of Bharadwaj, do you know the 16 that person who has the 16 attributes or the 16 kalas? And when asked in this manner, at that time, that young boy, to that young prince, I said, no, I don't know those 16 kalas. If I knew those 16 kalas, why would I not tell you? A person who speaks false, who tells lies, such a person, his wisdom and physically also, eventually he completely dries up. Therefore, I do not tell lies, and I do not build castles in the air. And when I spoke in this, answered him in this manner, at that then at that time, that prince, he got onto his chariot and he went away. And therefore, that question I ask you now, ki where is that person with the 16 kalas? This is the first mantra. Athahainam Sukesha Bharadwaja Papracha. Again, now the Bhashya goes that the Bharadwaja's son, Sukesha, he asked the question, Samastam Jagat Karya Karana Lakshanam Saha Vijnana Atmana Parasmin Akshare Sushupti Kale Sam Pratisthata Ityuktam. He says, now here the summary of the fifth question is again taken up. And what is he saying? That everything is merged into the Parabrahman, and on the strength of this same is true with the total pralaya. See, our microcosmic dissolution is in the deep sleep, and at the totality level also there is a pralaya, and that is called the cosmic pralaya. And so when we are merging into Parabrahma, or the pralaya is taking place, that means what? That when we observe the individual life and see it merge in deep sleep, that means total wakefulness has to be there. See? So what are we looking at? We are not going to sleep. We are watching our mind by taking the support of Om. That Om mantra is concluding into silence. That silence is Sushupti. That silence is the dissolution. Whether you call it the individual or the total, because individual and total is both in our mind. So it is the total dissolution, and we are awake to the dissolution of all objectivity. See how wonderful it is. Only alertness and vigilance is required in the sadhana. So what is that? We observe the individual life of waking and dream merge into deep sleep, meaning become unmanifest, meaning get dissolved. So if we are awake, does it mean that we watch the mind go into deep sleep? No, there is nothing called deep sleep state. Deep sleep state is when you are in ignorance. If you are awake to the mind getting dissolved completely, then you are in conscious silence. then you are established in yourself. But let's say that at the individual level, we know, we have the data. Every night when we go to sleep, the dream, the waking, we merge. Some people go directly into deep sleep. Some people dream and then go into deep sleep. Similarly, at the totality level also, there is a total dissolution, and when that total 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 dissolution is there, one merges into Parabrahma Paramatma. This is what is told. And that Parabrahma Paramatma is the Parama Purusha. And he is Avinashi, he is indestructible. Samarthyat pralayepi tasmin तस्मिन्नेवाक्षरे संप्रतिष्ठते जगत् तत एव उत्पद्यत इति सिद्धं भवति. What does it say? So when we look at this sequence of events, that the Jagrat is the objectivity is merging into is dissolving, and it goes into the Parabrahma Paramatma, then understand one thing. What is that? Effect cannot be without a cause. Remember the three rules of cause and effect. What is that? Someone tell me before I go ahead. What is the first rule?
Every cause has an effect.
You're starting from cause. Start from bottom. Every effect must have a cause. First one. Second, your one. First rule is every effect must have a cause. Second rule, what Nagaraj just now said. What is that?
Every cause has an effect.
There is not every cause. Cause itself expresses as many effects. Okay? So you stand corrected. Every cause, no, there is only one cause. There is only one cause called ocean, which appears as many waves. There's only one gold which expresses as many ornaments. There's only one mud which expresses as many pots. So, first rule, every effect must have a cause. Second rule, cause alone expresses as many effects. Third rule, batao. Third rule is if there is no cause, there is no effect. So, why are we talking about cause and effect? Because our attention is on the relativity. That's why we are talking. From Parabrahma Paramatma point of view, there is nothing called relativity. When we look at waves, we say, oh, these oceans are in the waves, or ocean is in the wave. From water's point of view, neither there is any ocean and nor there is any wave. Understand? Nor there is the world of waves. Now we come to our point. When we are looking at surface level, we are at the cause and effect level, we are at the relative level, then Jeev Jagat Ishwar. So what is the effect? I am the effect. Why me? Because then we give the cause, parents. When we transcend the parents, then is the God, is the cause, and we are the effect. It's His will. Oh, His will, His will, His will. then when you transcend cause and effect both, then look at it from the absolute standpoint, then there is no will, there is no God, there is no individual, meaning there is no Jeev, there is no Jagat, and there is no Ishwar. We are saying that, but don't take it that way that there is no Ishwar. But where if you can bite the bullet, then it is good. But we have to understand, as long as we are in individuality, till then there is totality called the Ishwar. But if we have become the absolute, Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar have all gone back to the ultimate cause, which is the Parabrahma Paramatma. From that Parabrahma Paramatma, or the absolute standpoint, that alone is. How can there be divisions? In the Vishishta Advait, then the game continues after knowing. See? So, Jiva cannot be without a cause. So, Paramatma, the Parabrahma, is the cause and Jiva is the effect. And this Jiva finds himself in this Jagat and he is experiencing this Jagat. So, this Jagat must go back to its cause, which is the Parabrahma Paramatma. See, continuing reading. So here what did it say? Samarthyat pralaye api tasmin eva akshare sampratisthate jagat tata evotpadyata iti siddham bhavati. That means in the pralaya kal, at the time of dissolution, individual or total, the jagat, that is the waking state, or the jagat meaning this universe, this cosmos, it goes back and gets established in that irreducible principle, the Akshara Tattva. And then after some time, again, out of that same Tattva, again it gets reborn as if. So phenomena, under certain circumstances, the phenomena goes back, the phenomena comes out. And here it is told, so here we are not talking about the Parabrahma Paramatma. Here we are talking about that if we are talking about cause and effect, then the cause will be the totality, cause will be the Ishvara, cause will be the, and if we are talking about something dissolving, the effect dissolving into the cause, then uh, uh, and if we say Parabrahma Paramatma is the causeless reality, then how can something dissolve into nothing? That is not possible. So there has to be something, and that is here it is told that it is the totality. And then it says what? Uktam cha atmana eva prano jayate iti jagatascha yanmulam tat parigyanat param shreya iti sarvopanishadam nischito arthaha. So basically what is told here is that this jiva is born from the pure self, and that which is the moola, that which is the substratum, or the origin of this world, there is nothing more important than gaining that moola, that substratum, that foundation. And such a person, he who knows this reality, the he is both the existence as well as the consciousness. So when it says he who knows reality, meaning he has the knowledge of his continuous existence. Therefore, he is Sat as well as Chit. And such a person, this is what is told here. And here it says afterwards, and here it is told, uh, when we read that in the question 3, it was told that Pran was born from the Atma, and so, and in the question 3 it was told that the Pran is born from the Atma, and the purpose of the Upanishads is to conclusively indicate that the 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 supreme cause, the absolute cause of the world, the relative world, is that infinite cause, which has no cause beyond that. He is not an effect of anything beyond. See, so we have the gross space is the effect of the mental space. Mental space is the effect of the conscious space. And is this conscious space is the effect of the total conscious space, if we go by sequence. The total conscious space is the effect of the absolute space, absolute conscious space. Now, is there something beyond absolute conscious space or absolute reality, which is so that it becomes the effect and there is something beyond it? No. Here the line stops, and so that is the causeless cause. It is not an effect of anyone, and that is what is being told here, that when one merges into that ultimate cause, which is the Atma Tattva or the Parabrahma Tattva, he becomes the all knowing and he becomes the Atma of all. Here it says, Anantaram cha uktam sa sarvajnyaha sarvo bhavati iti. So he is sarvajnya, sarva nyaha means knowledge. So he becomes all knowing. Sarva bhavati means he is all existence. And this way, knowing and being become one. For such a person means now there are no contours. He becomes a center without a circle. That means he is everywhere. Vaktavyam cha क्व तर्हि तदक्षरं सत्यं पुरुषाख्यं विज्ञेयमिति. And it has already been told that it is that he is all knowing and all existing. Therefore, now it is necessary to tell that that how do we where do we come to know that akshara, that purusha, who is of the nature of existence, who is of the nature of satya. Here it is tell satyam purushakhyam vigneyam iti. So now it is necessary to, therefore it is necessary for us to tell, or for the Shruti to tell, or the Upanishad to tell us that or indicate that Purusha, who is of the nature of existence and consciousness, or Akshara, Akshara meaning that which is irreducible. And where do we come to know him? As a student, as a seeker, as a sadhaka, we are very objective in approach. And so is this Sukesha. And therefore he is asking the question, he will ask the question, where do I come to know him? Who is that person? Tadarthoyam Prashna Arabhyate. And with this, the sixth question, the question begins. Vrittan Vakhyanam cha Vijnanasya Durbhalatva Khyapanena tat labdhyartham mumukshunam yatna vishesha upadanartham. He says, now the explanation that is given in the sixth question is regards to this question: where do we locate, where do we find that Purusha? And and the reason it is told here is the explanation is, or the following verses are given so that for this reason, that the intelligent people or no is given for this reason, so that the shortcoming of the logic, the shortcoming of the sadhana, the shortcomings of the of doing can be highlighted, and the seekers of the truth can correctly assess, and eventually they and by knowing this, they will put special effort so that they come to that effortless state and be the truth. That is what this introduction is given by our oh, there's still more. I have not completed it yet. Where are we? Continuing. हे भगवन, हिरण्यनाभो नामतः कोसलायां भव कौसल्यो राजपुत्रो जातितः क्षत्रियो माम उपेत्योपगमयितम् उच्यमानं प्रश्नमपृच्छता. O Lord, Kausalya, in the country of Kausala Pradesh, there was a Hiranyana by name, a crown prince, and he was a Kshatriya. See here, he was a Kshatriya, and he came close to me, and he asked me this question. And what did he ask? Prashnam apruchhata. He asked this question. Shodasha kalam shodasha sankhyaakaha kala avayava iva atmani avidyadhyaropita rupa yasmin purushe so सह अयम षोडशकलस्तं षोडशकलं हे भारद्वाज पुरुषं वेत्थ विजानासि. He said, हे भारद्वाज, O son of Bharadwaj, do you know that 16 Kala Purusha, that Purusha who has the 16 attributes or the 16 Kalas, just like in a being, in the body we have the 16 various parts. Avayava means parts. So just like from full moon to no moon, we have the 16, 17 parts. Similarly, our body, this hand is one part, left hand is one part, legs are two parts, nose is one part. So avayava means different parts. So because of ignorance, these 16 kalas have been superimposed on that Purusha, and therefore he is known as the Shodasha Kala Purusha. Uh, do you know that Shodasha Kala Purusha? And when asked in this manner, tamaham rajaputram kumaram prushtavantam abruvam uktavanasmi naham imam veda yat tvam prichasiti. When asked in this manner to that crown prince, I spoke that about whom you are asking. I do not know that person. Eva muktavatyapि मय्यज्ञानम् असंभावयन्तं tamajnane karanam avadisham. When I spoke in this manner, that crown prince who did not think that I was an ignorant person, uh, uh, and there, to that crown prince who did not believe that I can be ignorant about something, to that crown prince I continued to speak. I told him, tam ajnane karanam avadisham. I spoke to him the reason of my ignorance. And what is that? Yadi kathanchid ahamimam tvaya prushtam purusham evedisham viditavan अस्मि कथम अत्यंत शिष्य गुण वते अर्थिने ते तुभ्यं न वक्ष्यं न उक्तवान् अस्मि न ब्रूयामि इति अर्थः. And I told him the reason of the cause of my ignorance. So he says, if I knew the answer to the question that you have asked, then wouldn't I have answered or told you the answer to your question? And you are very, very capable and with all the qualities of a good disciple with good qualities. So I would have certainly told you. Why would I not tell you? भूयो अपि अप्रत्यय अमिवालक्ष्य प्रत्यायितुम् अब्रवम्. Why would I not tell you? समूल सह मूलेन वा एषः अन्यथा संतम आत्मानम् अन्यथा कुर्वन् अनृतं यथा भूतार्थम् अभिवदति यः स परिशुष्यति शोषम उपैतिह लोकाभ्याम विच्छिद्यते विनश्यति. यत एवं जाने नार्हाम्यहम अनृतं वक्तुम मूढ़वत. So he says that why would I not tell you? A person who keeps speaking about the truth without having known the truth, such a person, he is a hypocrite, and such a person completely dries up at the foundational level, from body as well as mind, and under the effect of this ignorance due to the hypocrisy. Therefore, such a person, he is not he gets destroyed in this loka, in this plane of existence, that is the human plane of existence, and paralok also. That means that whether you talk the various lokas in the relative plane, there also he is not able to reach. And vinashyati यत एव जाने तस्मान् नारमहम अनृतं वक्तुम मूढ़वत. And therefore, and I know this, then why would I And therefore, like that ignorant person, like that agyani person, I cannot speak just to please you. I know the consequences of speaking of truth without being knowing the truth or being established in the truth, and therefore I do not do mithya bhashan. I am not stupid. And in this way, स राजपुत्र एवं प्रत्यायितः तूष्णीं व्रीडितो रथमारुह्य प्रवव्राज प्रगतवान् यथागतमेव. In this manner, when I have convinced him in this manner, that crown prince quietly withdrawn, went and climbed his chariot and went away from there. अतः न्यायत उपसन्नाय योग्याय जानता विद्या वक्तव्य एव अनृतं च न वक्तव्यं सर्वास्वपि अवस्थासु इति एतत् सिद्धं भवति. He says, so this is very clear that if a person has approached you properly and is having all the qualities of a good student, and is capable and is a jigyasu, is eager to know the truth, to such a person, the instruction must be given by the teacher. And one must not, in any of the avasthas, jagra, swapna, sushupti, or anywhere, he should not speak false, mithya bhashan. Tam purusham tvam pruchhami mama hrudi vigneyatvena shalyamiva me hrudi sthitam kvasau vartate vigneya purusha iti. So Sukesha speaks, says, "Hey Bhagwan, O Lord, in my heart there is, in the form of knowing this, what you call this, it's pricking me in my heart. There is a thorn in my heart which is troubling me, and I want to know about that Purusha with the 16 kalas, because that happened many times, many years ago, but that question has always been pursuing me, and in search of that question, I am adding all these words here, and therefore I ask you, get where does this all-knowing Purusha stay or live? What is his place?" And in this manner, the question is presented in other words, where do we search? Where do we search for this Satya Purusha? The Sukesha, he is, see how systematically the first, second, third, fourth, fifth questions were asked, and now this student, he is ready to know the reality, he is impatient, he is eager, he is jigyasu, and he is eager to know the Paramatma. But where he should know the Paramatma, the problem is the objectivity. That where should I investigate? Where indicates a space, a place. To know this, the seekers have to put special efforts. We'll talk about this a little bit more in our next class. Keep contemplating on your Shodashakala Purushaha, and we'll look at it in our next class. Next class, I'm still here. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Tomorrow class at Samida's house. Those who want to come can come. Rest on Zoom. Sit quietly for a moment.